Philadelphia uplink successful. Welcome back, Commander. Today's threat level is low. The state of the planet is deteriorating. Tiberium infestation has reached critical levels. Red zones have suffered the worst contamination and cannot support human life. Yellow zones are dangerously contaminated, but contain most of the world's population. Decades of war and civil unrest have left these regions in a state of social collapse. The Brotherhood of Nod operates virtually unchallenged in these zones. They take advantage of the chaos to recruit members and disguise their military infrastructure. Nod's leader is a charismatic figure we know only as Kane. Kane is determined to accelerate the spread of Tiberium, believing it is the catalyst for the next stage of human evolution. However, in recent years, the Brotherhood has been suspiciously quiet, with little terrorist activity. The remainder of the Earth's surface is unscarred by Tiberium outbreak. These blue zones are considered the last refuge and hope of the civilized world, and are under the protection of the Global Defense Initiative. You have been assigned command of the GDI forces stationed on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Good luck, Commander.
Commander, General Jack Granger, good to have you on board. These are interesting times. I don't know if you know it, but INOPS has downgraded Nod's threat level to low. With Kane apparently dead, Nod's been fractured by internal power struggles. Recruitment's down 25%, and they've abandoned 4 bases in the last year. The prediction is another decade of peace. I say it's the calm before the storm. 28 years of fighting out, there's one thing I can say with absolute certainty. As long as there's Tiberium on Earth, Nod is a serious threat. If our intel says otherwise, it's because Nod wants us to take them off our radar. That's why I want you to go to North Carolina. Zone security stopped what looked like a produce delivery truck yesterday, but it turned out to be a Nod vehicle. Before it could be searched, the driver blew it up, himself along with it. I want you to take some troops down there, see what you can turn up. Hopefully I'm wrong and this is just a false alarm. But if I'm right, be prepared for the worst. This is Lieutenant Sandra Telfair. She's from INOPS. She'll give you all the details of the mission. Lieutenant?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Commander. Glad to be of service. Here's what we know so far. After the delivery truck incident, we turned Sky Sentry onto the area. And bingo, we located a high-output sub-Terra energy grid in the middle of nowhere. Obviously, Nod's up to no good. Your ace in the hole is an old base we have there. Bring it back online and you can recon the entire area. My advice is to engage the enemy only if necessary. No telling what those maniacs are hiding down there. Good luck, Commander. I'm here if you need me.
Establishing video uplink.
Commander, we need you to locate the old GDI outpost and investigate rumors of a Nod presence in the area.
Incoming transmission. This outpost was abandoned many years ago after its strategic value waned. Once you arrive at the outpost, it can be reactivated remotely. Establishing video uplink.
Looks like Nod is here after all. Eradicate the Nod forces occupying our outpost. Once those forces are evicted, we'll restore the outpost remotely, granting you access.
Establishing video uplink.
Commander, you will need a bigger force to stop Nod. Select your construction yard or the structure tab on the command bar, then click the barracks icon.
Incoming transmission. Before engaging more Nod forces, bolster your own army with infantry. From your construction yard, build a barracks. Then from your barracks, train 3 rifleman squads.
Rifle squad ready. Rifle squad ready.
Enemy units.
Kane!
Our base is under attack. To restore your base to full power, build a power plant. Remember, when your base is low on power, units and structures build much slower. Repair the command post to help restore this GDI base to full operational capacity. Establishing video uplink.
All right, Commander. You need to push forward and destroy the Nod outpost guarding that bridge. I'm sending reinforcements now.
Incoming transmission. Nod presence appears to be minor. Eliminate these dangerous Nod structures. Missile squad reinforcements have arrived. New unit types available for training at the barracks. Unit under attack.
Watch it!
Unit promoted. Objective complete. Incoming transmission. Further investigation of the area is needed. Repair the bridge so that our troops can cross the river. Bridge repaired. Unit lost. Unit under attack. Establishing video uplink.
Those Nod vehicles present a problem, Commander. Build an airfield and then some Orcas. They are great against ground vehicles and good against structures. However, Orcas have limited ammunition and will return to their airfields when they run out.
Incoming transmission. Orca reinforcements are set to arrive soon. You will need to build an airfield in order to maintain any aircraft. New construction options. Silos needed. Commander, it is imperative that you destroy the Nod base. Eliminate these key Nod structures to rid this area of Nod presence. Unit under attack. Establishing video uplink.
That Nod base is quite large, Commander. I'm granting you access to the ion cannon controls. Use the ion cannon to eliminate the base.
Objective complete. Establishing video uplink.
Excellent work, Commander.
Commander, Nod's clearly planning something, and judging by the size of that force you exposed, it's a major offensive. Now, I've already called for an emergency D9 briefing, but the timing couldn't be worse. All the directors are up in the Philadelphia at that damn energy summit, and
I'm
God
sorry
knows...
to interrupt, General. I've just been informed. There's been an attack on Goddard Space Center in Maryland. We should be receiving visual data any second.
Good Lord. You realize what they've done? Nod's just taken out the entire Northeastern ASAT defense system, all our anti-missile capability.
The Philadelphia.
Heaven help us.
And in global news today, the annual GDI Energy Summit is still underway aboard the space station Philadelphia. Our own Cassandra Blair reports on the landmark goals set for this year's summit.
When top administrators return to work here tomorrow, they're hoping for a new fiscal agenda. According to Director Kinsberg, one of the key talking points for this year's summit is shifting resource allocation from defense to ecology, where the eradication of Tiberium is now viewed as a more pressing concern than the containment of...
Excuse the interruption, but we're getting breaking news on the Philadelphia. Apparently, just moments ago, there was an accident. That's obviously something has gone terribly wrong. We're going to do our best to confirm what we're all seeing, but this time we have no idea what possibly could have caused a tragedy of this magnitude. We're going to go live now to Cassandra Blair back outside the Northeastern admin building. Cassandra.
William, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's incredible. There's so much smoke you can't see more than 10 meters, and there's debris falling all over the city.
Unbelievable.
The destruction of the Philadelphia was not an accident. It was a merciful bullet to the head of a malignant ideology. It was the death of fear and the birth of hope. Rejoice, children of Nod, the blood of your oppressors will flow, and 50 years of tyranny will finally end. Transformation is coming. A new day will dawn. The future is ours.
Unbelievable. Hold on. We're getting breaking news now from our Northwestern affiliate.
And they just came out of nowhere. No warning, nothing. Bombs started dropping. And from what we can tell, there is no sign of GDI retaliation at all. It's just a massacre.
Commander, all hell's broken loose. Nod's launched preemptive strikes in every major blue zone across the board. Most of our troops are pinned down. Our ASAT defense system is still offline, and I have no goddamn idea who's running the show at GDI. This is no time to stand on protocol. The entire Northeastern seaboard's been overrun, and we're taking the worst of it right here in D.C.
General, they're starting evac procedures.
You go ahead, Sandra.
Sir, you can't wait here.
That is an order, Sandra.
Sir.
Piercy James and Theater Ops will bring you up to speed. It's all on you now, Commander. I need you to take back this city.
All right, Commander, here's the latest. Nod forces are going in for the kill, closing in on the Pentagon. As you know, there is no more vital structure in the region. It is the center of our command and control network. If we lose the Pentagon, it could be the beginning of the end. You cannot let this happen.
Captain Hunter, no!
Incoming transmission. The Pentagon's defenses are without power. Restore power by capturing the power plants with engineers. Building captured. Our base is under attack. Enemy units sighted. Building captured. Objective complete.
That power will buy the Pentagon some time.
Incoming transmission. Take control of the Pentagon with an engineer to restore command and control systems. Structure repaired. Establishing video uplink.
Nice work, Commander. The radar is back online. Just in the nick of time, too. I'm seeing massive troop movements coming from the west. I'm sending you the coordinates. God damn it. Nod has destroyed the power plants. The defense systems are offline. You're gonna have to defend the Pentagon the hard way.
They bombed the power plants!
Incoming transmission. Garrison each of the 4 guard towers with GDI riflemen and hold off the Nod infantry wave.
Commander, infantry such as the riflemen and rocket squads can hold down an area more effectively by garrisoning a nearby building. Give your troops a move order into an empty building to garrison the building.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Good afternoon. Sorry we're late. We ran into a little resistance across the river.
Intelligence data updated. Establishing video uplink.
These APCs are transports. They can carry units inside them. You can load and unload troops just like a garrison building by giving a move order into them to load the troops, or by clicking the drop-off button and then targeting the ground where you want to unload the troops. Also like garrison buildings, most units can fire from inside the transport.
Unit under attack. Establishing video uplink.
GDI grenadiers excel at clearing enemy garrison structures. Give your grenadiers an attack order on an enemy structure to clear the bad guys out of the building.
The Brotherhood of Nod has hastily erected a forward base at the top of the hill. Ensure Nod cannot regroup for another attack on the Pentagon by destroying this forward headquarters. Unit under attack.
Good work, Commander. You secured the Pentagon. Unfortunately, the whole region is still in danger. We have multiple hotspots up and down the coast. If you retake Langley Air Force Base, you'll have air support for all the remaining battles. Or you can go after Hampton Roads. Nod's landing troops there. Retaking that base cuts off Nod's supply lines, reducing their ability to reinforce and gaining you access to APCs. With those two assets secure, you can focus on the rest of DC. Nod's taken away our air support for this region. We're going to take it back. Your best bet is a coastal landing to reinforce a small GDI outpost still holding on. From there, you can mount an offensive while I prepare some naval support.
Reinforcements ready. Incoming transmission. This GDI base is the last fighting resistance in the area. Eliminate the assaulting Nod forces to take control of the base. Objective complete. Commander, there are 2 functional hangars left. If we can take them back, the Orca could provide air support for our troops. Establishing video uplink.
Commander, Nod forces are attacking our airfields. You need to get in there ASAP and save the key structures.
We can get in there and designate a target for bombardment.
Unit under attack. Unit promoted. Establishing video uplink.
Great job rescuing the airfields, Commander. Now you have access to Orcas. I recommend you use them to help you take out that Nod base.
Thanks for finding us a place to land, Commander. We were almost out of fuel. Skull Squadron, let's help the commander here take back our airfield.
Nod is controlling the area with a large base to the northwest. The base is well defended against ground attacks.
Hampton Roads is another critical target, Commander. When Nod took this port, they not only cut off our reinforcements, they started bringing in their own. We need you to infiltrate the base, take out the radar, and eliminate their forces. We're assigning you one of our best commandos for this mission.
Unit under attack. Intelligence data updated. Incoming transmission. Eliminate Nod's ability to call for reinforcements by destroying this operations center. Objective complete. Battlefield expanded. Enemy units sighted. Unit under attack.
We can't get close enough with those bombers attacking us.
Incoming transmission. Nod aircraft are preventing naval bombardment support. Destroy the Nod hangar to eliminate the threat. Objective complete. Unit under attack.
We've got reinforcements for you, Commander.
New bonus objective.
complete. Let's get out of here.
Retake Hampton Roads by eliminating the Nod base.
Well, Commander, you've done good. DC is back in our control. We also have a new acting director, Redmond Boyle. He's the former GDI Treasury Commissioner. I know what you're thinking, but that's our succession protocol. Everybody above Boyle in the chain of command went down with the Philadelphia. Look, the good news is Boyle's a sharp man with control of the purse strings, and we're going to need every penny we have to win.
Excuse me, General, but I thought you should know... Never mind.
General Granger, Redmond Boyle, this is an honor. Truly. You had no idea I was coming. I apologize, but I was touring the area and I wanted to stop by and offer my gratitude for what you're doing.
Well, don't thank me, Director. Thank the Commander.
Commander, great to have you on our side. Your efforts on the battlefield have been an inspiration to us all, but I encourage us not to rest on our laurels. We cannot be content to simply take back what was ours in the first place. If not once a war, let's give them one. A war to end their reign of terror once and for all. But first things first. Finish what you started here in DC, Commander. Take back the city. Show the world the tide is turning.
Well, Commander, you've done a tremendous job in this sector. But there's still one more battle to win. You need to retake the White House. From a tactical standpoint, we both know it's purely symbolic, but we cannot underestimate the value of perception in this war. We want to show the world we've stopped the bleeding and have Nod under control. A word of caution, however. Nod's elite forces are employing stealth. Your countermeasure is to take out their disruption towers. Do this, and you'll blow their cover. Good luck, Commander.
Nod's forces are too numerous for engagement. Eliminate the Nod anti-air defenses to allow an air support strike from recently reclaimed Langley Air Force Base. Unit lost. Objective complete. Incoming transmission. Air support needs the target marked. Use the Firehawk airstrike power to mark the target.
Target in visual. Blow them to hell, boys. Target destroyed. Returning to base.
Reinforcements have arrived. Incoming transmission. Nod has set up a base in front of the White House. Destroy its production structures to reclaim this region.
What the? Nod's base just vanished!
Incoming transmission. Nod is using these disruption towers to cloak its base. Destroy them, and it should make their base vulnerable to our attacks. Unit promoted. Unit lost. Stealth unit detected. Objective complete. Unit under attack.
Well, less than 24 hours ago, this entire Northeastern Blue Zone was under siege from Nod. GDI forces were overwhelmed, their command center was about to fall, and the free world was literally hanging in the balance. But one brave battle commander led a string of victories in DC that seemed to inspire yet more GDI victories all across the globe.
It's heartening to know that GDI has really come out swinging.
Yes, very heartening. We're putting up one hell of a fight out there. But William, I disagree with your assessment that the outcome of this war is still in doubt. There is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that GDI will prevail. We will have the will, the resources, and most importantly, support of the people. The public wants payback, an eye for an eye, and that's exactly what we're going to give them.
The question then seems to be, can you deliver on this promise? Several conflict analysts are citing your lack of wartime experience as a cause for concern.
I believe in my generals and commanders. They are the best of the best. And I believe they deserve not only the trust of myself and my administration, but the trust of the people. Because that is who we are fighting for, who we are fighting to protect. Undermining that critical bond of trust between a people and their protectors is, I believe, a mistake.
Commander, no matter what you've seen on the news, you mark my words, this war is far from over. We've still got a number of blue zones up for grabs that could go either way, but that's not what's bothering me. Come here. INOPS has been interrogating some NOD POWs, and they've come across a couple spotting similar threats here. Have a look.
This is only the beginning. Fire will fall from the skies. Disease will waste your bodies. And your souls will cry for forgiveness when Cain unleashed his fury!
It could be typical NOD rhetoric, but it sounds to me like they're getting ready to use WMDs. That's why I'm sending you to North Africa. If NOD's got the goods, that's where you'll find them. Hopefully a preemptive strike will nip this nightmare in the bud. Oh, and Commander, let's keep this one off the radar. The public's already scared enough. Sanders busy putting all the pieces together. You can get all the pertinent details from Kersey. That'll be all.
Commander, the situation in North Africa is still very fluid. Egypt is the primary target here. We just learned an irrigation plant just outside of Casabad is a front for a NOD chemical weapons factory. Obviously, we need to shut this down. To the north is the port of Alexandria, where NOD is distributing their weapons to the rest of the world. Unfortunately, it gets worse. We believe that NOD is assembling nuclear weapons in an underground facility in northern Cairo, which may explain why the area is so heavily defended. Anyway, the first step in cleaning up this sector is to take out that chemical weapons factory in Casabad. I'm not sure what happened. I lost contact with the zone troopers you were supposed to rendezvous with at the chemical weapons factory. They said they found something, but then I heard shots and the feed cut out. You need to get in there, Commander, see what happened, then take out that damn factory.
Incoming transmission. The last communication point with the zone troopers was the barracks ahead. Secure the area. Intelligence data updated. Incoming! Objective complete. New construction options.
Let's rail some vehicles.
Establishing video uplink.
Commander, the target is not a chemical weapons plant after all. They're doing something with Tiberium. Take out that facility and see what intel you can uncover.
Incoming transmission. This facility appears to be manufacturing Tiberium-based weapons. Engage and destroy it. Intel indicates that NOD has vehicle production capabilities nearby. Eliminate them. Enemy base sighted. Unit under attack. Enemy unit sighted. Intelligence data updated. Our base is under attack. Unit promoted. Objective complete. Unit under attack. Unit lost. Enemy base sighted.
Good, you're back, Commander. That facility you captured in Casabad turned out to be a treasure trove of information. Unfortunately, the situation's worse than I feared. Nod is building a Tiberium weapon. Dr. Giroux down at G-Tech is leading the analysis team. Doctor, what else can you tell us?
Nod has found a way to weaponize liquid Tiberium. This much is certain. Our raw data is still preliminary, but we believe a liquid Tiberium explosion would have a yield roughly 10 times greater than a 200 megaton thermonuke. Now, with a proper catalyst, such a blast may also create a self-sustaining exothermic reaction.
You're talking about a chain reaction.
Precisely. Any proximate Tiberium deposit, liquid or crystal, would be instantly detonated.
My God, in a yellow zone. That could be thousands and thousands of acres. Thank you, Doctor. Keep me informed. This changes everything. Commander, seizing that liquid Tiberium device before Nod deploys it, that has to become our #1 priority. I want you to take out that port in Alexandria. We can't let them start exporting components out of Egypt. When you've put those problems to bed, then you can focus on Cairo.
We now have evidence that Nod is weaponizing Tiberium, which makes this next target even more critical. The port of Alexandria is Nod's primary pipeline to the rest of the world. We need you to take out this facility and cut off that pipeline ASAP. The good news is, with our supply lines up and running, we're able to send you the most powerful vehicles we have, mammoth tanks. Dare I say, this mission might actually be fun.
New construction options. Incoming transmission. This Nod port supplies Nod forces worldwide. Destroy both cranes loading Nod ships to knock out these supply lines. Destroy the Nod headquarters to shut down this port for good. Enemy units sighted. Nod reinforcements inbound from the east. Stealth unit detected. Unit promoted.
You're on our soil now, pig! Take cover!
Unit under attack. Objective complete. Unit lost. Allied reinforcements inbound from the east. Objective complete.
INOPS just confirmed the nuke that destroyed the Philadelphia was launched from this area. With Nod on the run and nothing to lose, it's likely they'll launch their full nuclear arsenal. Obviously, we can't let that happen. Take out the silo and the facility that controls it, Commander. This one is payback for all those who died on the Philadelphia.
Establishing video uplink.
Nod's about to unleash another nuclear attack, Commander. You need to disable their launch site quickly, then marshal your forces and take the whole damn facility out.
Incoming transmission. This nuclear facility is a threat to all of GDI. We must destroy it before they can launch another missile. These structures house the Nod headquarters that administrate Nod in this region. Destroy them to end Nod's control of Egypt. We must deny power to the silo to reset the launch. Unit promoted. Establishing video uplink.
Greetings, Commander. I trust you've enjoyed your small triumphs thus far, because this is where your stirring success story ends. Tragically, I'm afraid.
Enemy units sighted. Objective complete.
Take cover!
Objective complete.
Leaked reports of NOD using WMDs has paralyzed an already reeling populace here in Vancouver.
But we've just learned that a series of daring GDI raids in North Africa have eliminated the WMD threat,
driving NOD forces in the region underground. However, we now have word that NOD forces are starting to converge on Sarajevo. There's even some speculation that a new NOD temple may have been secretly constructed beneath the ruins of their old temple, destroyed back in the First Tiberium War.
I'm sorry, but I do not have reliable intel on this new NOD temple in Sarajevo at this time.
That's what you said about the Casabad lab. But clearly, somebody in the military had that intel.
Evidently. But one simple communications error is nothing to start a controversy over. The situation has been rectified, I assure you. Next.
Does that mean you're now making all the strategic military decisions?
Oh, no, that's what I call jumping to conclusions. Look, will I be deciding how many tanks to deploy, what kind of missiles to fire, what color camouflage to wear? Of course not. But I will be involved in all of the important decisions from this point forward. Believe me, NOD will reap what it sows.
Mr. Boyle is correct about one thing. NOD will reap what it has sown. The seeds of GDI's destruction. Righteousness has only one allegiance, and that is to the oppressed. Our sacred brotherhood, inheritors of this glorious Tiberium world. Look to the skies, my children. A new dawn is rising in the east. Ascension awaits the faithful.
I took an action that I thought to be correct.
I understand, General. But I cannot, I will not, be out of the loop again. Commander, just the man I wanted to see. I've been giving a great deal of thought to our strategy in Sarajevo, and I believe our next move must be emphatic. Nothing less than the annihilation of NOD's temple.
That is out of the question. We've already wasted way too many assets trying to take down that goddamn temple.
Fair enough. But I refuse to believe we haven't learned tactical lessons from those losses.
Our troops are spread thin. We cannot afford any more expensive lessons.
But we can't afford General's hesitation. We all saw Kane's broadcast. Time is of the essence here. GDI needs a major victory. Something the media can get behind and run with. And I, for one, have every confidence that our commander can deliver it. I hope I've made myself clear.
Yes, sir. This mission is ill-advised, to say the least. But if you're going to take it on, you'll need to establish a foothold in the region. Work from there. Percy will walk you through the appropriate strategy. Good luck.
During the Second Tiberium War, we set up a forward base in Croatia. It's fallen under heavy attack from NOD. But if you can secure it, we'll send a supply convoy to establish a strong foothold in the region. Once that's in place, we can cut off NOD supply lines and then mount an attack on Kane's little hideout in Sarajevo. Good luck, Commander. You'll need it. Well, Commander, you're in NOD's backyard now, so prepare for the worst. Our base in Croatia is in trouble. NOD has sabotaged their power plants and is mounting an escalating series of attacks. We need you to get in there and hold on until we can send reinforcements with an MCV.
Your base has limited power available. Reroute power between base defenses to hold off NOD attacks. Establishing video uplink.
Good afternoon, Commander. You must be lost. This is not your precious blue zone. This is NOD territory. Tell you what, I'll have my forces send you home in a body bag.
Reinforcements have arrived. Objective complete. Unit under attack. Silos needed. Bonus objective complete. Enemy units sighted.
The road's blocked. I'm taking an alternate route. We're under attack! Commander, we're pinned down in the city by a non-ambush. We need your assistance.
Establishing video uplink.
The MCV reinforcement convoy is pinned down by NOD forces. You need to rescue them, Commander.
Incoming transmission. Destroy the NOD barricade trapping the reinforcement team in the city. Enemy unit sighted. Unit under attack. Objective lost.
Thanks for the help, Commander. Now let's get back to base.
Incoming transmission. The MCV must remain intact to rebuild your base. Escort it back to the GDI base and deploy its construction yard. The MCV has been successfully escorted back to the GDI base and can now be deployed. NOD forces are spread between 3 small encampments. Destroy them to secure the area.
Grenade squad all ready.
Unit under attack. Objective complete.
Troopers ready for action. Troopers ready for action.
Unit under attack. Unit lost.
I have to admit, Commander, you're doing better than I'd hoped. Now let's see if you can keep it up. Hit NOD where it hurts. They have a huge cache of weapons and vehicles in a key staging area, their last supply depot in the region. Time to take it out, trash their reserves, and cut off their supply lines. You'll be one step closer to victory.
NOD's perimeter defenses must be covertly eliminated to allow our main ground forces through undetected. Infiltrate the NOD supply depot on the other side of the canyon by crossing the service bridge.
GDI forces are trying to cross the bridge. Destroy it!
Unit under attack.
Commander, we've been detected and NOD has destroyed the service bridge. We need to fly in an engineering crew to repair the bridge.
Incoming transmission. The NOD anti-air defense battery must be eliminated to ensure safety for incoming AUX transports.
We've got reinforcements for you, Commander. Commence drop-off.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Drop complete. Let's get out of here.
Bridge repaired. Objective complete. Incoming transmission. Establish a staging area on the east ridge by capturing this reinforcement bay. Hold this position. Reinforcements will be en route. Unit promoted. Building captured. Objective complete. Training.
Mammoth tank assembled.
Reinforcements inbound. Firehawks are ready to deploy, Commander. Under attack. Enemy units sighted. Incoming transmission. Intel confirms this supply depot to be Nod's largest cache of forces in the area. Eliminate the manufacturing facilities and stockpiles of Nod vehicles.
Very impressive, Commander. Wiping out all those unmanned vehicles.
Unit under attack.
Let's see how you fare when the targets shoot back.
Unit under attack. Enemy base sighted.
This is it, Commander. The moment we've been waiting for. A chance to end this war once and for all. New intel says Kane is holed up inside Temple Prime, but the place is like a fortress, and they have some kind of shield technology protecting it. Look, it's going to be tough, but if you can somehow disable those ion disruptors, we might just be able to put the final nail in Nod's coffin. Make us proud, Commander.
The ion disruption field generators are preventing a potential strike from GDI's ion cannon. They must be destroyed to defeat Nod's forces. Tiberium exposure detected. Enemy unit sighted. Unit lost.
We penetrated the outer wall of the Nod compound, Commander.
Video uplink.
Now you are annoying me, Commander. If you dare lay siege to this most holy of temples, know that I will personally hunt you down and slaughter you like the swine you are.
We will never surrender, GDI! See you in hell!
One ion disruption field generator is destroyed. 2 remain. Objective complete. 1 more ion disruption field generator is destroyed. 1 remains. Objective complete. All ion disruption field generators are destroyed. The force field is down. Build an ion cannon control center to interface with the ion cannon. Establishing video uplink.
The ion cannon is online and at your disposal, Commander.
Establishing video uplink.
Well, Commander, I was wrong. You did a hell of a job capturing the temple, and your timing was impeccable. Nod was in the final stages of assembling a liquid Tiberium bomb, but we've managed to secure all the materials. We also have reports Kane and his inner circle have sealed themselves off in a sub-basement of the temple. Unfortunately, the place is impenetrable, so you'll have to sweat them out.
Tell me, General, our ASAT defenses, they're back online, are they not?
You're not suggesting the ion cannon?
No, General, I'm not suggesting it. I'm ordering it.
You realize we're talking about a facility where liquid Tiberium was being manufactured. An ion cannon blast could be disastrous to the region. Sandra, I need Dr. Giroud in Brazil. Dr. Giroud is our leading Tiberium scientist. Hopefully he can talk you out of this.
General, this is a Nod-controlled yellow zone. Whatever the repercussions of the ion strike may be, my concerns are not for the locals of this region. My concerns are for our public, the GDI populace who have been promised payback for the Philadelphia.
For God's sakes, man, don't make this about your political credibility.
Excuse me, General, but Dr. Giroud is missing, and it appears he's been captured by Nod.
Well, that settles it. Commander, I want you to end this once and for all.
GDI Central Command has ordered the use of the ion cannon on Temple Prime. Objective complete.
Although Kane and much of his inner circle are believed to have been killed, the explosion also detonated a liquid Tiberium deposit hidden beneath the temple itself, producing deadly fallout and radiation levels over most of Eastern Europe. It's still unclear at this time if this was an accident or a final, desperate act of terrorism by Kane. So far, the only response from GDI has been this statement from Acting Director Boyle.
All those innocent lives lost. It's just unthinkable. But if there's a silver lining to this terrible tragedy, it's the fact that Kane's reign of terror has finally ended. And for that, I think we should all be eternally grateful.
We just got word. JPL Deep Space Net is picking up 6 unidentified objects heading towards Earth at near relativistic speeds.
It looks like they're going to try and enter our orbit. Do we know where they're from?
It's unclear. We started tracking them in the Kuiper Belt beyond Neptune. Thanks.
What is it, Sarah?
The ion cannon's been engaged, sir.
On whose authority?
Director Boyle. Here it is, sir, on Sat 3.
(1537) Eastern Standard Time, 39 alien spacecraft crashed into red zones on every continent. While the source and purpose of these aircraft remains unknown, there's no mystery about their intentions.
Commander, what I'm about to tell you is highly classified information. In 2028, GDI confiscated a very sophisticated data matrix from Nod. It's clearly not of this Earth. They call it the Tacitus.
We've been decrypting it here at INOPS. And all we know for certain is that the data contained a warning about a future alien invasion.
The connection between the liquid Tiberium explosion and this invasion seems, well, beyond coincidence.
Whatever the connection, it's not just blue zones bearing the brunt. Several prominent yellow zones are also under attack, and Nod's been unable to mount a defense.
Which puts the burden squarely on GDI. I'm not going to mince words, Commander. The situation is extremely dire, but you're the best we've got. So I'm giving you the worst mission on the board, Germany. Kersey will show you what you're up against.
I still can't believe this is actually happening. All right, Commander. I don't know how much you've heard about New Eden. It was the first blue zone to be reclaimed from a yellow zone. Since then, it has become a secret research hub for GDI, particularly in Munich, where our future tech lab was compiling a full analysis of the invaders' operations. Unfortunately, Munich is already under assault and the FT lab's been destroyed. Several engineers were able to escape and are in a convoy heading for Salzburg, just outside the zone border as we speak. Commander, that convoy must reach Salzburg safely.
Civilian transports have passed the city wall and are outside Munich. Incoming transmission. Escort the civilian transports to the abandoned subway on the southwest side of Old Munich. At least one transport must survive.
need to take an alternate route. Rending of the flesh, and they're just getting pounded, sir. We can't take much more of this. The walls! They're destroying the walls! Too much damage, sir. We need to head to that forward battle base and repair, or we're not gonna make it to the subway. Repaired and ready to roll. Let's blow this pop stand. We're over the bridge. Almost there. Power plant repaired. Sonic emitters coming online. Electrical system's failing. Taking too much damage. Emergency repairs enacted. Come on, sir. Take that, you alien scum. This works. Eat hot sound.
Establishing video uplink.
Our sonic emitters, they seem to be weakening the invaders, Commander.
We're home free, sir. Evacuating GDI Council.
That was nice work, Commander. Looks like these things aren't invincible after all. Of course, I'd feel a lot better about our victory if I had any idea what their agenda was beyond just wreaking havoc. But one benefit of that uncertainty is it seems to have driven Director Boyle into hiding.
Our secured bunker in Reykjavik. And that's where you're supposed to be too, General.
Not a chance in hell. We're going to use this time wisely, make some moves without being second-guessed. And you're the key here, Commander. I need you to turn the tide against these invaders. Build up some momentum, just like you did against Nod. Anyone else, I'd worry about putting too much on their shoulders, but you seem to want that responsibility.
We don't have much time. The invaders have spread out from Munich into several other cities in the region. Kiersey will bring you up to speed.
Remarkable. That was just a remarkable recovery outside Munich. Now if you can just duplicate those results in Stuttgart. Here's the situation. Our forces are pinned down all throughout the city. It's frankly pretty dire. But if you can rescue those troops, they'll help you take back our city.
Lieutenant Fullerton, sir. Managed to avoid the alien patrol so far. Looks like they don't know I'm here. Okay, I've got men pinned down all over the city. We need to get them back together if we stand a chance of reclaiming this place.
Incoming transmission. The aliens seem to be protecting this unidentified structure. Destroy it. This engineering team is pinned down by alien disintegrator units. Eliminate the disintegrators.
Sir, we thought you were dead. Let's go take back what's left of the city. Commander, these aliens have us trapped. Can you help us out? Aliens down! Everybody evacuate! Go, 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 go!
Thank you, sir. I thought we were goners.
Incoming transmission. Capture the eastern power plant to reactivate the abandoned GDI base. This is essential to the mission. Lose all of your engineers, and you will fail.
Base fully operational, sir.
Options. Structure repaired. Objective complete. Unit lost. Unit under attack. Unit recovered.
Ready for combat.
Unit promoted. Enemy base sighted. Build Northern Sonic Emitter Array up and running. Unit under attack. Unit under attack. Building captured. New construction options. Objective complete.
Fantastic work, Commander. Your next target is what we believe to be a major alien presence here in Cologne. Once you determine the level of threat, we can land some reinforcements and help you retake a GDI base there. That should give you all the resources you need to wipe out the enemy. I'm sure you realize a victory here would, well, it would change the entire complexion of this war.
Commander, GDI requires a forward base in order to successfully recapture Europe from the invaders. Cologne's GDI base was left relatively intact by the invasion. Reactivate the power grid and it will return to full functionality. Incoming transmission. We have reports of alien activity to the northwest of the city. Scout ahead with your advance team and determine the level of resistance.
The darn buzzing things! They're everywhere!
Scouting objectives are now complete. Reconvene the advance team with the engineering deployment on the east side of the river. Incoming transmission. You must keep the existing engineering detail alive. There are no replacements. Capture the power plant to the northeast in order to reactivate the GDI power grid. Building captured. Objective complete. New construction options. This structure appears to have direct control over the alien forces. Using your newly acquired base, build up a strike force and take it out. Unit lost.
Bigger they come, soldier, the harder they fall.
Unit under attack.
Back to Mars, or wherever the heck you came from.
This is amazing, Commander. You cleared out most of Germany, and now you've got the invaders on the run. So let's keep the pressure on. The invaders have massed on the edge of Berne, Switzerland. We don't know why, but looks like a last stand to me. If they want to fight, I say give them everything we got. Let's send those alien bastards back to the red zone with their tails between their legs.
Enemy units sighted. Incoming transmission. This central and main base is the aliens' last stronghold in the region. Destroy it. Enemy units sighted.
Ready for combat. APC ready for combat. Predator rolling out.
Establishing video uplink.
Commander, we're detecting significant activity around the invaders' control center. It appears they're trying to open some kind of dimensional portal, possibly to launch something really big. You must take out that structure in case we're right.
People ready for action. Let's take a simple.
Ion cannon ready. Our base is under attack. Bonus objective complete.
People ready for action. Located the main alien structure. Commencing destruction.
Unit promoted. Unit under attack. Unit lost. Intelligence data updated.
The invaders appear less concerned with taking control of our cities than with constructing massive structures in the red zones. Any attempt to impede or even investigate this activity is met with shocking force. Here to shed some light on these enemy structures is Dr. Emil Ibrahim, Research Manager at GDI's Future Tech Lab. First of all, Dr. Ibrahim, congratulations on your escape from Munich.
Thank you, William. It was most harrowing.
I can only imagine. Now, what can you tell us about these strange red zone towers?
As with everything involving invaders, Tiberium is key. They utilize these green crystals in ways we cannot even imagine. We know, for instance, that Tiberium fuels their craft, their weapons, and we know these towers are made of a Tiberium composite material. What we don't know is the purpose of these towers. We have only theories.
Fascinating. Just what are those theories?
Could be Tiberium refineries, missile silos, even a planetary destruction system. We need to get closer. We don't have enough information.
Not so easy, is it?
Not so easy.
Thank you, Dr. Ibrahim. Whatever these structures are, I think it's safe to say they were not built for the benefit of mankind.
Commander, it's hard to believe, but all the data seems to indicate that those attacks on our cities were just a diversion away from the invaders' real agenda, building those towers. We don't know what they are, but we know they've got to come down before they're finished, and that's where you come in, Lieutenant.
The largest tower, the one closest to completion, is in Italy, where this whole Tiberium mess started over 50 years ago.
It's going to be tough, Commander. But if you can take down this damn thing, the hope is the rest will fall like dominoes. Kirsty can fill you in on our strategy.
God, I hope for all our sakes this is the last mission. All right, here's what we know. The invaders' tower is located outside of what used to be Rome. As of this briefing, it's almost complete. What's worse is the invaders also appear to be building what seems to be a super weapon nearby. But you can't worry about that. Just focus on the tower. It's protected by some sort of phasing technology. Our best guess is that destroying all 3 phase generators will drop the protective field around the tower. After those generators are down, the tower should be vulnerable to an ion cannon strike. Best of luck, Commander.
New construction options. Establishing video uplink.
Commander, it appears we can't destroy the tower until those phase generators are down. Eliminate all those structures, then blow that tower to hell with the ion cannon.
Incoming transmission. The alien tower is protected by a series of phase generators. They must be destroyed. Once the phase generators are eliminated, the alien tower will be vulnerable to attack. It must be destroyed. Phase generator 3 is destroyed. Enemy unit sighted. Unit under attack. Unit lost. Unit under attack. Phase generator 1 is destroyed. Phase generator 2 is destroyed. Wormholes opening. The alien tower is exposed.
Now switch their focus to us!
Objective complete.
Excellent work, Commander. Just as we hoped, your victory set an example for the rest of our forces. Now we've got strike teams all over the board taking down those damn towers.
Actually, we just got word. There's only one tower still left standing. Right here in the middle of the Med, or what used to be the Med. And get this, the only reason why that one tower is standing is because of Nod. They've got an unusually large force there, and for reasons we can't explain, they seem to be trying to protect the tower.
God only knows what they're up to, but that's not your problem, Commander. There's more work to be done in Italy.
The invaders have some kind of control node here. Now, probably not a coincidence this is Ground Zero, the first spot Tiberium appeared on Earth. According to Dr. Ibrahim, this node regulates the flow of Tiberium radiation to all their units. And without Tiberium, the units will stop functioning. Stop the units. Stop the invasion.
Commander, there's something you need to know. General Granger is withholding vital intelligence from you, intelligence that could save your life. Under my guidance, GDI weapons tech used the materials we confiscated from Nod to build our own liquid Tiberium bomb, which I've taken the liberty of arming your troops with. Now Granger, he'd rather have you try and gut out a victory against impossible odds. Why? Because I'm a political threat to him. If my plan wins this war, he's irrelevant. At least that's how the media will see him. But they'll see you as a hero if you end this war quickly. This isn't about me or Granger, Commander. This is about you. This is your time. Make your mark on history.
The control node commands the entire alien force. Intel has determined its destruction would stop the alien invaders. The Nod forces in the area present a threat to our mission. Eliminate their base to the north.
APC ready for combat. Disruption tower has been destroyed.
Unit promoted.
APC ready for combat. Disruption tower has been destroyed.
The Nod base is no longer cloaked. Unit under attack.
Look! It worked! The mothership is being diverted!
Commander, I just found out about Boyle's plan. Can't say I'm surprised. But as bad as things seem to be on the battlefield, I need you to resist using that liquid Tiberium bomb. It may end the war quickly, but a blast that size in the world's largest red zone, the chain reaction could be cataclysmic. And here's the other thing. You use that bomb, and we're setting in motion a very dangerous precedent. We'll become dependent on Tiberium weapons, on Tiberium itself. And that's not who we are. That's not GDI. We fight with honor and courage. We fight to rid the world of Tiberium.
Let me tell you who we are. We are the ones the public has entrusted to protect them. We have a responsibility to uphold that trust. Yes, there are risks. Yes, there will be casualties, but this is war against an enemy unlike any mankind has ever seen. If you don't do everything in your power, if you don't use every asset available to end this war right now, then you are failing every man, woman, and child on this planet. Do the right thing, Commander. That's all I can ask. Just do the right thing.
Our base is under attack. Unit promoted.
Predator rolling out, men. Men, take a sip.
Unit under attack.
Predator
Objective
rolling out.
complete. Unit lost.
Push to that control node. We've got to take it down.
Establishing video uplink.
It's working, Commander. The invaders, they've stopped. They're defenseless. It's over. We've won, Commander.
In a stunning victory earlier today, GDI finally defeated the invaders.
I gotta hand it to you, Commander. You beat the invaders and you did it the correct way. All the towers are down except that one in the mid. Combination of two enemies working against us was just too much. By the time we fought our way to the tower, the damn thing was impregnable. Good news is I've been assured that it's completely inert, completely harmless. Looks like we may never know what it was built for. Anyway, I'm not sure if you've heard. Boyle resigned this morning. It was that or face war crimes for authorizing the liquid Tiberium bomb. What a disaster that would have been. But GDI has new leadership now and new hope. You're a hero, Commander, and that will be the way history remembers you. Congratulations, you deserve it.